Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Lone Oak Farms. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday. Well, I just recorded, a bunch of episodes, I just recorded an episode and went to edit it and upload it and figured out that I didn't have my settings set for my audio to be shared because my PlayStation crapped out on me again, and I had to go back in and reinitialize it, and lost everything and all that stuff. All my settings got reset. But anyway, here we are. It is day 2 of fall. Harvest has started, of course. Lewis got all of this harvested last night. I came in behind him and started baling this so we could get it picked up. Our money did change a little bit, and the reason for that is because I decided to go on a different business investment, and we sold that big sprayer that we had, and the money I had left over from it, we are going to buy beef cattle. And we're going to get into the beef business. I figured that'd probably be a little bit more profitable than what that, well, it may not be. I mean, because we bought that $490,000 machine just to do contracts with. But, and then I traded in that Fiat Agri 13090 that we had. Zeke called me last night and told me that they had just got in about 5 of these Fiat Agri 18090 turbo tractors. Is actually cheaper than what we paid for this one here. This one was $85,000. Actually about $97,000 with upgrades and whatnot. Or no, $95,000 with upgrades and whatnot. And this one is only $33,500. So, that's obviously a better choice, and it's also 180 horsepower instead of 130, so we can do more stuff around the farm with it. And the thing sounds awesome. Oop, wrong one. Boy, she sounds good. I think it sounds better than I think this one sounds better than the one did in the FS17. What else? So we got rid of the Hardy. We also had a bale storage building put in over here, and I had this is where our beef cows are gonna go. It's one of the newer ones we just got, where all you gotta do is feed them and water them, and that's it. You don't have to clean them up. There's no manure or nothing like that to be collected. And this will hold 100 cows. And I was actually gonna buy, I've done some serious deformation right there. I was actually going to buy, or I was looking at buying this piece of property here, and I was going to put a couple of them over here, but then I seen the price tag and I was actually able to get it to fit here. And I actually, the company that come and installed this for me, they've got a truck or a machine rather, that can back up under here, and they can lift it up out of the ground and those wheels pivot 360 degrees so they can move it to wherever we need to move it. So we may put another one of these pastures here and move this elsewhere. We are going to put dairy cows in the main farm, the main pasture over there, the main cow barn on the farm. Oh, what else? Oh, I did call Zeke, and he got in touch with a nutritionist. I think they call it agriculture nutritionist or whatever. But the name of the company is called Agnew, and they brought their, of course I had to pay, but at least one of their John Deere forage harvesters. And I done a couple of headlands here. We done one strip down the side, and then about a quarter to a half of a strip on the other end. And I put that in the bunker, and they are going to get a sample of it, and they're going to tell me what kind of quality feed it's going to be, if it's going to be good, if it's, you know, not going to be that great or whatever. And he said they'll have the results for me in a few days. So that's where we're at on that. And I actually got in touch with old decrepit James and Trail Pat. They think they're going to jump on and help me do this. I'm not going to make y'all sit through silage harvest because it's not really that exciting. So I'll probably will, all three of us will probably do that off screen. What else? Sorry if it seems like I'm in a hurry. I'm trying to get everything in that I just got done talking about on the last, just a few minutes ago, before I realized that I didn't have none of my settings set right. What else? Oh, we did get all of our hay off of this field over here, field 46. We got all the hay off of that field. And we got, of course, you've seen the last bit where we got those few bales off that little piece where the cow pasture and the and our hay storage is at. Our bale storage. I ain't gonna say hay storage because more than likely all of our straw is gonna go in there. Right in here, I did get all that hay that was in the main shed right there. I got all that out, and we got it put in here. I think 60 bales is what we got so far, which is a pretty good bit. I don't know if I'm going to bale all the field 42 into straw or not, because our beef cows, a majority of their feed is going to be hay. So, you know, you figure 100 cows, how much hay are they going to go through a day? I also bought a track hoe specifically for our silage operation. It is a Libra 902. We got the blade on it for pushing up silage and compaction. I just like the track hoe better than anything else because it's heavy. and it does the job. I'm probably going to come in here and I'm going to cut all this down for hay. If we look at the weather here, we've got good weather all the way up until Tuesday. So, and we're almost done with harvest, as a matter of fact. We got to finish that field up there and then the beans, and then that's it besides silage. So that's it. That'll be good. Get first year's harvest out of the way. I don't think I'm gonna sell anything right away. And the only reason I'm keeping this bit of money that I got is the money that we invested in that. Excuse me. The money that we invested in that sprayer, we're gonna use that to buy cows. And of course I'm gonna have to have it to lease a forage harvester from Zeke up there. This field here is ready to be cut again for hay. And like I said, I'm gonna cut this, and I'm gonna cut this over here again, and that in front of the barn over there. And I figured out that, just open the gate here, I figured out that if you go ahead and windrow this while you cut it, then it works out a lot better, because it don't take near as long to dry it out as it does if you just lay it down and wait for it to turn to hay. So we're just going to windrow it and leave it. What else? I think that's it. I think that's it. I think I caught y'all up on everything. So I think what we'll do now is I'm gonna go finish up this oat harvest, since there's not that much left, and then I'll bring you back for our bean harvest. Alright, we just finished up our oat harvest for year number 1. Now we are fixing to jump on the beans and get them done, and then that'll be it for year 1 harvest. Get up here to the end. Lewis just got back not too long ago. Jeremy said he needed to leave early, so Lewis is going to stay and help me finish up this field. He's going to run the harvester while I run the truck, of course, and I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between trying to get all that straw over there baled and coming over here and emptying him out when it needs to be emptied. So that's always fun. Well, no, we better go ahead and do 2 interviews just to be safe. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna speed this up for you guys here at the end, And I got some other clips that I'll add into it too to kind of it won't be so long. I've noticed that I've been getting better, I guess a better response from these, you know, shorter 20-minute videos than what I do with the anything over about 35 minutes. So I think I'm just going to try to do that from now on. We'll just keep everything within 20 to 25 minutes if possible. Maybe 30 at the max. But yeah. So let's get, alright, that should be good. I'm not going to worry about the other end down there because there's nothing really blocking the way. Get him started. I gotta go get the truck and go dump these oats out of it, and then I gotta get back to baling. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. If you could, leave us a like. If you want to leave a comment, then feel free. But from Lone Oak Farm, I am Yellowhammer, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all take it easy.
Running in the meadow, just you.